7-2, we're going to take a monomial. Tell me what a monomial is. How many terms in a monomial? One term, mono, okay? And we're going to multiply it by a polynomial. How many terms in a polynomial? Technically, it can be any number of terms. We've been treating it as 4 or more, but that doesn't technically have to be a polynomial. A monomial is a polynomial, a binomial is a polynomial, a trinomial is a polynomial. So we're just basically saying take a monomial and multiply it by a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or any other polynomial, okay? So one term times a bunch of others. David, put your games away. So the first thing we're gonna do is think back to a rule that you already know that you're going to have to make sure you apply very often today, but not with addition and subtraction, only with the multiplication stuff, okay? The distributive property comes into play here, okay? So you're going to distribute to do this, and then you just need to make sure that you follow the product rule. I'm going to start the product rule for you, and I'm going to see if you can finish it. If I have some number to the a power, and I multiply it by that same number to the b power, do you remember what I get? What do I do with the a and b in this scenario? Do I multiply them? Do I add them? Do I subtract them? How do you combine them?
It's xab or 2xab.
Not ab. That would be multiplication. Minus is division. You add them together, okay? So the product rule says if I have x to the a times x to the b, I treat it as x to the a plus b. Okay, so you're gonna add your exponents together when you multiply two things with the same base, okay? What do I mean by base? What's my base here? X, right? My base in this situation is x. So as long as x stays an x and we multiply them, we keep with that same x, okay? So here's what you're gonna do. The distributive property says I take that x and I multiply it by this x. What are the exponents on those x's right now? Ones. X to the first times x to the first is x to the second. You're adding the ones together, okay? So this is x to the second power, and now distribute it to the next piece. What does this become? Just 4x, right? X times 4 is 4x. Is it plus 4x or minus 4x? It's plus because this is plus. Okay, this is a positive x times a positive 4, so you get a positive 4x, okay? So you would get x squared plus 4x from that. Okay, so this one gets a little bit fancier. Now it's a monomial times a trinomial. Yeah, go ahead.
Are there only those exponents in front of the variables? So like the coefficient, like the 4, what did it have the 1?
The coefficient is, yeah, no, there's essentially a 1 in front of this and a 1 in front of that. But if you have a 4, there's no need for a 1, right? There's no variable. We're not saying there's 4 x's right now. We're saying it's just the number 4.
I meant the exponent. So there's no, it's not 4 to the first power.
No, x to the first power. Yeah, this is a 1. But this, I mean, you can think of it as 4 to the first power, I guess, because 4 to the first is 4. What?
Why would it be 4 to the second then? If there was a 1 in front of it, after the 4.
Because your power right now, you're saying x to the first times 4.
Yeah, but if there was a 1, wouldn't it be 4 to the second?
No, why not?
Because they're not like terms.
They're not the same base.
Okay.
Is that what you're, sorry, that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, these are different bases, so you can't add those together.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay, look at this next one. This one gets a little bit fancier. This is a monomial, one term. What is my monomial here? 5m to the third times a trinomial, 3m to the second minus m minus 7, okay? You use the distributive property. So you're going to take this and you're going to multiply it by this. Anyone tell me what that becomes? What does this become?
15.
15. Those ones you multiply. So the number in front, the coefficient, you multiply them. That's what we're doing. We're doing multiplication. 15. The next part, m to the third times m to the second, is m to what power? The fifth. You add the powers, you multiply the coefficients, okay? So 15m to the fifth, then it's a negative m times 5m to the third. What does that become?
Negative 5m to the 4th.
Negative 5m to the fourth. So this is like m to the first. It's also as if there's a 1 in front of the m, right? So it's a negative 1 times 5 is a negative 5. M to the third times m to the first. You add those exponents. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. And then the last one, you're taking 5m to the third times a negative 7. So you're going to get a negative 35. M to what power? The third. Okay. There's no variable here with an exponent. So that's m to the third power. And this is in descending order with your m's. So that is your final answer. Okay, 15m to the fifth minus 5m to the fourth minus 35m to the third. Questions? Okay, here's what I would like you to do then. I'm going to highlight 3 problems right now, and I want you to try all 3. If you want to work with your neighbors on this, that's fine. And then when you're done trying them, we'll go over them together, but I just want to see how things are going. So let's do number 1 and number 4 and number 7 right now. Okay, so give those 3 a try, and then we'll do them together in just a little bit. John, pay attention. See if you need to correct anything he does or agree with what he does.
Okay. All right. So, K.
Tell us what you're doing.
So, combine the K's, which is
Okay.
multiplication. So, whoa, that's
Oh,
really
sorry,
big.
it's
That is
on.
real big. There you go. All right. So that's K to the second.
Okay, so k times k is k squared. Do you
K
agree?
squared. And then you
That
get
is true. Yes.
minus 9. Okay.
Anybody get that? Good word.
I'm
That
good.
is the right answer. So k squared minus 9 times k. Who wants to come up and do number 4? Don't be bashful. Come on, Nick. You don't want to come up?
I was gonna ask him.
Oh, what's your question? What?
I was gonna ask him when he used the restroom,
Oh, sure. Go use the restroom. Does anyone want to do number 4?
but.
You did it already.
I would like to, do I have to help?
Come on up.
I have to go.
Well, thanks for being helpful anyway. All right, tell us what you're doing.
Okay. So first you multiply these. So it would be negative 6. And then there's a 1 here. Then it would be,
So what did she do with her exponents?
she
Added them, right? Don't multiply the exponents.
and then you keep this, and it's 15.
Negative 15.
Okay.
Anybody get that? That is correct. Thank you much. Who wants 7? Come on up, Sanaya. It's gonna be real loud. I was clunking around.
Make sure you're right there.
Make sure you what?
I was telling you to make sure you're right there.
Big. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, you distribute it first, and then it's a 1 in front, so just be. Wait, what is negative 3 doing?
Negative 3, you're good.
Yeah, so this becomes
What did she do with her exponents?
Added them.
She added them. Yep. that?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, no.
My bad.
See the issue?
Look at the exponent.
What?
The exponent, right?
Not the exponent. I mean, she can put a 1 behind that n. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to put the 1 in. It's assumed a 1 if you leave it blank.
No,
Um,
the 2 on the negative 6.
I did put it too.
2 on the negative 6. What about
it?
what?
You have to get rid of it. I think.
N squared? You mean?
Yeah.
No, that is squared. It's n to the first times n to the first. So you add that together, you get n squared.
It's not a negative 6.
It's not a negative 6.
Oh, my
Why
bad.
not?
My bad.
Plus, there you go. So a negative 3n and a negative 2n, a negative times a negative is a positive. That is the right answer. Questions on that? Lovely. Okay. Let's do a couple more just to make sure we've got it. Let's jump to number 18. We're gonna get a little fancy here. Okay. 18's got a lot going on, but it's nothing new. It's just more of what we were doing. So let's talk through it together. If we're gonna distribute with this, okay, start with that first part. 6x times 2x is what? 12, and then it's x squared. So 6 times 2 is 12, x times x. Remember, it's x to the first times x to the first. You add those ones, you get a 2. Then go 6x times a negative 3. What do you get? A negative 18, 6 times 3. And then the x just stays put. I don't put the 1 in. I like it better without the 1. If you like the 1, I don't care if you put the 1. I just think less is more. Keep it simple. Okay, here's where I think the tricky comes into play sometimes. What are you going to do next?
Distribute that example.
Distribute what?
5 or -5.
-5, okay? So this, you're going to distribute that negative with it everywhere you go. So just make sure if there's a negative in front of your 5 there, that you take that negative along every time. What does that first one become? -5 times 2x squared. -10x squared. Okay, then -5 times 9x is a -45x. What's that last one? A positive 15, okay? Plus 15, because it's a negative times a negative. If there's no variable, then there's no exponent. You just leave it the constant, the 15. Are you done? Why not?
Simplify
How can you simplify?
by adding like terms.
Like terms, okay? So you're going to go 12x squared. Do you see any other x squareds? Yeah, that -10x squared. So 12x squared minus 10x squared. What does that become?
2x. It's 2x, right? 2x squared.
It's one of those. Which one is it?
2x squared.
It's the squared. When you're adding and subtracting, your variables have to stay, or your exponents have to stay the same, okay? So just remember, adding and subtracting, leave your variables alone, your exponents alone. Goodness gracious. Multiplication, your exponents will change, okay? So add those together, which is really subtract them. You get 2x squared. Do you see any other like terms in the rest of that problem?
-18x and -45.
Yep, -18x minus 45x. So -18 minus 45, oops, is a -63. X squared, what is that? Just x, right? We leave our exponents as ones. And then the last thing is just that plus 15 at the end. So that is your most simplified answer. Okay, so if you're multiplying, your exponents will change. If you are adding and subtracting, they will not. Good on that? Okay, last one. 22. I'm gonna let you try this one on your own, and then we'll come back and do it together. All right, who thinks they've got it? How many of you are done? Are you still working on it? Okay, I'll give you another 30 seconds and then we'll do it together. All right, let's talk it through here. First thing you're gonna do is distribute. That 4x squared has to get multiplied by 2x squared. What is that? 8x to the 4th. You're gonna add those exponents together. What does this become? 4x to the 3rd. Is it plus or minus? This was positive, this is positive, so it's going to be positive, right? 4x to the 3rd. Okay, then 4x squared times negative 5. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive 4x squared, negative 5 will be negative, right? One of each is going to make it negative. 20x squared. Okay, so that takes care of the 4x squared being distributed. What's your next move? Oh, it's a little different. What do you do next? What do you distribute next? The negative x. This has to get distributed to all 3 of these. Okay, so what is a negative x times x to the 3rd? A negative x, a negative, right? Like a negative 1, x to the 4th. So it's going to look like that. Okay, then we go to the next one. Negative x times 5x squared. Positive or negative? It's a negative times a positive. That should be a negative. 5 times 1 is 5. X to what power? The 3rd, because this is x to the 1st. So we take that 1 and that 2 and we add them together. Okay, last one of this. A negative x times a negative 3. So a negative times a negative is a positive. And then x times 3 is 3x. Okay, and then you have this plus 17 at the end. Don't forget about that guy. Okay, so now you're here. Oh, look at what I did, and I didn't even mean to. I'm going to change this, and then it looks like I did mean to. Find all your like terms. X to the 4th, 8x to the 4th, those are like terms. So 8x to the 4th minus x to the 4th becomes what? Are you adding or multiplying here? Or subtracting, I guess. Adding a negative or subtracting, do you keep your exponents or do you add your exponents? In other words, are these 4s going to become 8s? No. When you add and subtract, you leave it be. So 8x to the 4th minus x to the 4th is 7x to the 4th. Okay, on to green. 4x cubed minus 5x cubed. What does that become? A negative 1. You can ditch the 1 or you can put the 1 in if you want. X to the 3rd. Okay, then you have negative 20x squared. Oh, those aren't the same. Careful with that. I made it the same color. It's not the same. We'll make this blue. So these are not like terms. So you just have a negative 20x squared, nothing to combine there. Then you have plus 3x. And then you have plus 17. That's a doozy. Questions on that?
I redid it like 2 times because I thought I did it wrong because of the 3x.
But you did it right?
No, yeah.
Good job. All right. That is